Hello world, hello beautiful collective. Welcome back to the next video in our 5D Living mini course. We are just here to inspire you to start living a 5D life today, not tomorrow, not in several years to come. No, you can have it all today. And that is why we are giving you those practical examples. And we is Vishnupriya, Aristo, and myself, Sabrina Lindner, we are the founders of NuWave Leadership. And we are all about 5D living. If you have watched the previous videos, you will know so already. On today's topic, which is life is just for fun, we would like to talk about the deeper purpose, the deeper meaning in this human life, which is something that we as humans think about a lot. Or maybe not consciously always reflect on, but somehow there's always this underlying thing. There has to be some success, there has to be some deeper meaning in my existence. And we keep searching for it. So, from a 5D living perspective, we look at it from a very different angle. And before I ask Vishnupriya to give you all the beautiful examples and the very practical approach, I just want to bring you up to speed again. So, remember that we said everything is energy. That means you are energy, just an expression of this entire flow of energy that the universe is, that the planet is, that everything in it basically is. Everything is energy. So I hand it over to Vishnupriya to explain to us what that actually means for our life purpose, so to speak.
Yes, life is just for fun. I guess even that statement might have irritated me few years back, and I'm like, what do you mean life is just for fun? Which I wouldn't have accepted few few months back even because I was a person who was always trying to find a deeper meaning in life, right? For me, at least, once I started my spiritual journey, I really felt that my purpose of life is to achieve enlightenment. Prior to that, I might have said my purpose of life is to achieve success. Success as how the 3D world defines it, that I have to be a famous personality, or I have to be really successful in my business, or I have to make a lot of money and create long-term wealth for my upcoming generations, or I have to live a life that is filled with joy and happiness, no other negative emotions, right? How we were discussing already. So success defined in so many different ways in the 3D world. But when I put this question to the COO, I was so surprised with the answer that came. So I was asking, so what is the purpose of human life? And the answer that came up was nothing much, just purification of the energy, which automatically happens by default. So therefore, you just have to live. That's it. So, and then if at all we are living with so much freedom and joy in the moment, then we are actually speeding up the process of purification. A person, let's say, in the roadside or across the street who might be really poor, who has nothing to show for himself, who might not even have a house, or how we usually define failure as, even that kind of a person is not a failure according to the 5D life, because from birth until you are seeing him, he is also purifying the energy in this entire universe, just like you and me. There is no big difference. So, the only thing, therefore, that we can kind of work on is to build our level of excitements, is to start living in true freedom whenever we feel caged in, just breaking up those cages for ourselves whenever we feel like we are being pushed into a space where we really cannot have our excitement, kind of coming back to that flow of energy, in other words. But that is again only to speed up the purification process. Even if at this present moment you are caged in and there isn't anything that you can show as the so-called success in the 3D world, oh, I'm just this normal person going to this 9 to 5 job, and I have this such wrong bad relationships, and I'm this um, however we define as a bad person or a failure, all of that. I can give you even my practical example where in my life my father was a person that I always felt was failure. because he was a person who started multiple businesses. None of his business succeeded, on quotes. He had to continue taking some debt and continue building his business, which did not, bring the money to the family. And therefore, according to my definition, I always felt that he was a failure, and therefore I shouldn't be like him. And therefore, my success means that I have to be financially successful, and this is what I want to achieve in my life, right? So, but now when I look at my father or anybody else in that case, I see that failure is absolutely impossible in this universe according to 5D perspectives, right? Right from the moment of birth or even prior to that, we are already by default, by design, we are purifying the energy of this entire universe, which cannot be the otherwise, right? And therefore, according to the 5D perspectives, there is no failure. You really cannot fail in your life whatsoever, in whichever kind of situation you are in right now. Which then brings us to the main title of the video, which is, then life is just for fun. I don't really have to do or achieve anything. I don't really have to achieve success. I don't have to dream a big vision and achieve that in order to be, in order to prove my worth, because that's what we usually kind of mix things up. So, therefore, life is just for fun. Yes. At this present moment, whatever brings me the greatest fun, greatest excitement, I can just continue doing that. And it's like, that's the true freedom. That's the true liberation, right? There isn't anything that we need to achieve, that we need to get to. Over to you, Sabrina.
Yes, and what that also means is, don't get this wrong. When you have fun building a business or when you have fun, achieving certain goals, then it's not wrong to strive for something. We don't say, oh, just sit in your house now and don't do anything anymore, just sit there and purify the energy. No, just go with that excitement that we spoke about before. Have fun with your existence. Have fun with the fact that there's not anything in particular that will define you as a success. You already are. You can just go with whatever really creates a beautiful life experience for you. And you don't have to put yourself under the pressure that I have to go through certain steps in my life in order to make it a success, in order to have achieved a deeper meaning or the bigger dream, or have contributed something. Because just by you simply being this expression of the energy, you already are contributing so much. And I think that is again contributing to us being able to live with true freedom. Over to you, Vishnupriya.
Yes, therefore, moral of the story, you are already a success now. You don't have to strive for your success or have to build that success in the future. You are already meeting the purpose of human life, which is again purifying the energy. If there's anything that you would like to add into your life, it is always just how can I have more freedom in my life, right? In all areas of my life that would allow the energy to flow freely, right? Anywhere that I'm kind of stagnating any energy, how can I let it flow more freely? That would help me speed up the purification of energy. So that is the so-called only other element here, which automatically comes in when you live life like life is just for fun. How can I have that fun? How can I have that excitement? How can I get out there? Maybe doing something for somebody really excites me, right? So this is again pointing to Sabrina's point. It doesn't mean that we just sit at house and sleep, for example. Even if you do that, even if you feel like at this moment I just want to sit at house and sleep, we will notice that we can't do that for a long time. Automatically, the excitement in sleeping or the excitement in doing any particular thing, because people say, don't sit with mobile for a long time. But you will see that automatically excitement in a certain thing kind of wears out after some time, which then energy will automatically take you to something else. So if you can let life take you its beautiful ride, imagining it as an automatic car. I'm just sitting in the back seat, and life is simply taking me through different things in life, and let that car go in whichever direction that it wants to go, and let yourself, take your hands away from the steering wheel, so to speak, and see where the life takes you. This is how we usually, even in conversations between me and Sabrina, we are like, this particular drama played out in my life today. So let's see where this goes next. Right? So we don't have any expectations how this is how it should turn out. Rather, it's like there was this interesting conversation that came up in this particular, park that we are building. But let's see where this takes us. Let's see where the energy takes us in the next stage. So it's just a curiosity of where this life is going to take us, what's the next destination going to be. It's really just that automatic process of driving in a car, you're sitting behind, seeing the beautiful scenery around, the beautiful nature, and maybe it's not so called beautiful, it's just traffic, and you are just standing in one place for a long time. But again, there's beauty in that as well, right? That's what we have learned. And let's see when the car moves. It has been here for a long time. Interesting. Let's see when the car moves, and let's see what else happens around me. So it's total acceptance of everything and total admiration of beauty of everything that this life and the universe shows us. So that's the moral of the story. Anything you want to add, Sabrina?
No, that was beautifully described. The automatic car that is just, taking us on this journey and we just enjoying the scenery and not getting too worked up with it. I think that's an essential element of it.
Absolutely. So I hope all of you enjoyed this entire mini course that we have put up for you. Of course, we love your feedback, so do comment, or if you have direct contact with us, you can directly let us know how you feel about this course or any other questions, anything that you want to share. We always welcome. And you are also welcome to join our 5D Living experiment if you are already not a member of it. So simply contact us if you are interested. That's it. If you would like to contribute towards us, please do subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you so much. We're going to see you again in our next video. Bye bye.
See you soon.